Hello everyone, welcome everyone. So we are looking at gold. Let's analyze the market structure together. So let's look at the monthly chart, the daily chart, the 4 hours and 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's very important for us to look at the different time frame just for us to have an idea what you are anticipating the market to give to us. So this is 30 minutes time frame. So let's go to the month time frame. Let's ignore this buy anticipation, consolidation, and sell because we are going to use them. So let's delete this line. This is the all-time high on gold at 4382.39. Let's delete this line. Let's move this line here. Looking at the formation of the monthly time frame, we are in an uptrend. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. This candle closed with a rejection bullish candle. That this candle, it created a lower wick, and then the body of this candle went up and then it came back down to form an upper wick. So looking at the formation of this candle, we don't know if this candle wants to continue to fill this wick over here, for the candle to keep going up, to also fill this rejection bullish candle over here. But the month chart is left with 3 days for this candle to close. So it's very important for us to be patient so that we'll be able to know what's the month chart. If the month chart want to close with a rejection bullish candle, or if the month chart will continue to go up to fill this week, then for it to break its high to fill this week over here. So it's very important for us to be patient, just for us to know what the month chart is saying against the daily chart and the 4 hours and the 1 hour and the 30 minutes time frame. Let's go to the daily chart. We have a support zone over here. We have a resistance zone over here. We also have a resistance zone over here. But looking at the daily chart, the market condition is just consolidating, because we have a support and then we have a support zone over here that this candle broke this our support zone to close with a very strong bullish candle. The next candle closed with a small bullish candle and a bullish candle and a bearish candle. But this bearish candle, it broke the high of this bullish candle. So this candle is a rejection bearish candle that the next candle had to break the low of this bearish candle to close with a strong bearish candle. But looking at the formation of the rest of the candle, they are just consolidating. So the daily chart is consolidating because we have a support zone over here and we have a resistance zone over here. So let's ignore this line. This line is the recent month, this candle. Let me show you guys. So this line is the high of this recent candle, which this recent candle is left with 3 days for this candle to close, while this is the low. So the daily charts, the market condition is just consolidating. So the best thing is just for us to wait until we're able to identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. But I love to know what the higher time frame is saying against the lower time frame, just for me to have an idea of what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. So we're in a consolidation zone. Looking at how the market condition is, it's very hard for us to trade this type of market condition because of how the body of the candle, they are just printing side by side. So let's look at the H4, which means the 4 hours. Like I told you guys, I love to identify my resistance zone and my support zone using the H1 and 30 minutes. But I love to look at the month market condition, the daily market condition, and the 4 hours market condition, just to have an idea of what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. So the 4 hours market condition is consolidating as well, because we have a support zone over here. We have a resistance zone over here. But this candle broke this resistance zone and closed with a very strong bullish candle. That the next candle closed with a doji candle. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. This candle closed with a strong bullish candle. It broke this our resistance zone over here. That the next candle closed with a doji candle and a bullish candle. But this recent 4 hours candle is left with 3 hours for this recent 4 hours candle to close. But this recent 4 hours candle is yet to break the high of this bullish candle and is yet to break the low of this bullish candle. So the best thing is just for us to wait until we are able to identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. But for now, let's just be patient, since we just want to know what the H4 is saying and what the daily and the monthly market condition they are all saying. So it's very important for us to know what you're anticipating the market to give to us. But looking at the formation of this bearish candle, there's a high probability that the candle can still continue to come down to break the low of this bullish candle over here. Then for the candle to come back down to this consolidation zone, because from this resistance zone over here down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone because of how the market structure is printing. It's very hard for you to trade this type of market condition because of how the body of the candle, they are just printing side by side. And you can see a rejection bearish candle with a very long wick. So it's very hard for us to trade this type of market condition. But this strong bullish candle broke this resistance zone, so that the next one had to close with a doji candle, and it broke the high of this strong bullish candle over here. So the best thing is just for us to wait, since we are still anticipating the market to give us our setup. But we need to identify our support zone and our resistance zone using the H1 and 30 minutes, just for us to have an idea what we are anticipating the market to give to us today. So the month market structure, we are in an uptrend. The daily is consolidating. The 4 hours is also consolidating, but this candle broke this resistance zone over here. But looking at the formation of this candle, the market structure is not doing anything at this moment. So let's look at the H1. Let's adjust this over here. So since this candle, the H4 candle broke this resistance zone over here, so the best thing is just for us to adjust this resistance zone here properly. But this candle, it broke this resistance zone over here. So let's try and identify a new market condition. So I'm going to delete this, because since I told you guys I love to identify my support zone and my resistance zone using the H1 or 30 minutes time frame. So we have a resistance zone over here. We have a resistance zone over here. We have a support zone over here. From this resistance zone to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. Like I said, this candle wants to continue to come back down to the H4 consolidation zone, because this candle broke the low of this bullish candle over here, but it didn't break the high of this bullish candle. Let's see. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. Okay, so it broke the high of this bullish candle over here. Let's adjust this so that I'll be able to have a clear confirmation. It broke the high of this bullish candle over here, and it also broke the low of this bullish candle. And this H1 candle is left with 80 minutes for this candle to close. So the best thing is just for us to wait, since we are trying to identify our support zone and our resistance zone. Then we'll be able to know what you're anticipating the market to give to us. So we have a minor support over here, a minor support and a support zone. Let's measure from this support zone over here down to this support zone. Now let's use the measurement tools. So let's from this support zone down to this support zone. We are looking at almost like 534 pips, 534 pips. Let's identify this support zone over here. Let's measure from this support zone down to this minor support. You're looking at 257 pips. It's very important for us to know what you're anticipating the market to give to us. So our sell position will be here and our buy position will be here. Since we are anticipating the break of this our resistance zone and the break of this our support zone before we can decide to take a position with our order confirmation. Because it's not just all about the break of support and the break of resistance. It's very important for you to have other factors that you need to consider before you can decide to take a position. So looking at our left hand side, we have a resistance zone over here and we have a resistance zone over here. Let's measure from our resistance zone to this resistance zone over here. We are looking at 279 pips, almost like 282 pips. And then let's measure from this resistance zone down to this resistance zone. We are looking at 263 pips. It's very important for us to know how much we want from the market and how we want it before we can decide to take a position. But looking at the market structure, we are in a consolidation zone, so we can't really do anything at this moment. We just need to be patient until we identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. So let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's adjust this here. To 44 pips. So we are in a consolidation zone. We can't really do anything at this moment. This 30 minutes candle, it broke the low of this bullish candle and it didn't break. Let's zoom the chart a little bit so that I'll be able to have an idea what the market structure is saying. So this bearish candle, it broke the low of this bullish candle and it also broke the high of this bullish candle, and it broke the low of this previous rejection bullish candle. That's this recent candle, it broke the low. So that means there's a high probability that this candle can continue to come down to tap this minor support over here. So let's measure from this minor support to this minor support. We are looking at 130 pips thereabouts. But we're not going to trade this consolidation zone. It's very important for you to have an idea what the market structure is saying. And this recent 30 minutes candle is left with 14 minutes before this candle will close. So the best thing is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything because of this zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. From this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. Then the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes, I don't usually do anything with it. I just look at what the market condition is saying. I love to look at the other distant time frame just for me to have an idea what the other time frame is saying. But I look at the 30 minutes and the H1, the H4, the daily and the monthly time frame. So for now, let's just be patient until this candle will close. If this candle should break our resistance zone with our order confirmation, which I'm going to tell you guys if it is the right time for us to take a position or if it is the right time for us to chill. And then we are anticipating the break of our support zone and the break of our resistance zone. So the best thing is just for us to be patient while we anticipate the market to give us a setup that we are looking for before we can decide to take a position. So for now, let's just be patient. And today, know how much you want from the market, know how much you are risking, because it's very important for you to have a trading plan. Don't just come to the market because it's like you're going to work. So you need to prepare yourself that as I'm going to work today, then whatsoever thing that will happen at work, maybe you guys are doing a project or you guys have something that you guys are doing. So before you come to work, you must have prepared yourself that as I'm coming to work today, this is the agenda for today. So that's how the thing is as well in trading. Before you come to the market, before you start trading, you have your trading plan, you know how much you are risking, you know how much you want from the market, and then the moment you are able to identify a setup, the moment you are able to identify that thing that your trading plan says that if whenever you see this type of thing, or the moment you identify that high probability trade as you yourself, that you know that this trade is what you're looking for in the market, then you can decide to take a position. So meanwhile, since we are still in this consolidation zone, we are not going to do anything. We just need to be patient until we are able to identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. Just for the people that are joining, if you have a question, you can send your message to the chat box and I will get back to you guys. So let's just be patient and enjoy the music while we anticipate the market to give us what we are looking for. And this recent 30 minutes candle is left with 11 minutes for this candle to close. So let's just be patient. Let's look at Forex Factory. Forex Factory. So we have news today. Okay. Well, this is New York section. So by this time we are done trading. Since we are trading London section, this is pre-London. We have 11 minutes before the London opens. So let's just be patient and see. I'm just looking at my auto screen because I love to have an idea what the other time frame is saying. Need to on this stuff right now. So let's just be patient. The candle is left with 8 minutes before this candle will close. Let's just be patient since we are anticipating the market to give us what we are looking for before we can decide to take a position. The candle is left with 4 minutes for the candle to close. Let's just be patient. This candle is left with 3 minutes for this candle to close. That this candle broke the low of this bearish candle over here. So let's just be patient for the candle to close before we can decide to take a position. Just in case you guys have a question, you can send a message to the chat box and I'll get back to you guys. So for now, let's wait, be patient, enjoy the music while we wait for the market structure. The candle is left with a minute before the candle will close. Just be patient. The 30 minutes candle is left with 11 seconds. Let's just be patient for the candle to close before we can decide to take a position. So the candle just closed. Let's see what this recent 30 minutes candle want to do. Since we are still anticipating the break of our resistance zone and the break of our support zone with our order confirmation, which I'm going to tell you guys if it is the right time for us to take a position or if it's the right time for us to chill. Let's just be patient. We don't need to do anything. Let's enjoy the music. If you guys have a question, you can send your message in the chat box and I'll get back to you guys. So this recent 30 minutes candle just broke the high of this bullish candle over here. The candle is here to create an like a lower wick. So let's see. So this candle broke the high. So maybe the candle will still continue to come down to create a lower wick. Then for it to respect the low of this candle over here, then maybe for the candle to keep going on to break our resistance zone. And the moment I identify a structure, the moment I identify other factors, then I'm going to tell you guys for us to open a position. But for now, we don't need to do anything. We just need to be patient. You don't need to do anything. It's not a compulsory thing that if the market is going up, you need to open a position, or if the market is coming down, you need to open a position. Don't do that. Have a plan, follow your plan, know what you want from the market, and the moment you are able to identify that thing that you're looking for in the forex market, don't hesitate. Open that position ASAP. Then know how much you want and how much you are risking. It's very important. So let's just wait. Let's wait. Let us wait. Let's be patient. We don't need to do anything. Don't need to do anything. So this is London Open. Let's just wait and see if the volume will come to the market since it's London Open. But since this is London Open, that means we are anticipating the break of our resistance zone or the break of our support zone. Then the moment we are able to identify other confirmation, which I'm going to tell us if it is the right time for us to take a position or if it's the right time for us to chill. Right now we are just chilling and enjoying the music. Then we are anticipating the market to give us what we are looking for before we can decide to take a position. Let's just be patient. We don't need to do anything. We just need to chill. Let just see. So right now we are just waiting. I'm just looking at my other screen just for me to have an idea what I'm anticipating the market to give to us. I love looking at the other time frame, and it's very important just for me to have an idea what the market structure is saying. I love the price action of the market. I pay attention to it a lot. So this recent 30 minutes candle is left with 19 minutes for this candle to close. Since this candle broke the high of this bullish candle over here, and the candle didn't create a lower wick. The best thing is just for us to wait. We are still waiting. We don't need to do anything. We are not chasing the markets. Because the reason why it's very important for you to have a plan is because you kind of having a plan, it will give you that confidence that it is the right time for you to take a position. But when you don't have a plan, when you don't know what you are doing, it's like you just trying it and then you are praying. You start praying, oh God, let the trade go. No, but you have a plan. You know what you want, so you don't need to pray. The moment you are able to identify what you are looking for, then you open a position. Then you are anticipating the market to give you that continuous movement of the candle until it gets to your TP. And if the trade is going against you too, you should be able to know how to manage your risk. So just for any new person that is joining us for today, so we have a Forex Academy. Like this logo you are seeing is our Forex Academy CBS community. Let me show you guys. So you go to the website www.cbscommunity, or you can just say cbxcommunity.com. Then these are Forex Academy. CBS community. At CBS community, our focus is on educating our members with the essential knowledge necessary for achieving long-term profitability. Then you just go through the website. This is your mentor, Kado Banks. So you just scroll down. That's Kado Banks. That's when Kado Banks is teaching and everything. They watch how Kado Banks teaches the members of the CBS community how to effectively approach the specific type of setup in the forex market, join our academy, advanced currency. Then just go through and the student review and everything. If you want to join our newsletter, you can just put your name on your email and join. So if you want to be part of our Forex Academy, you can click on the advanced currency trading, which will take you to the course platform. So this is the course platform. This is the course platform. We have advanced currency trading. We have currency trading. This is for free. This is paid course, and this is sub-paid. This is sub course. Let me say if you have like 100 content over here, this is the complete course. The advanced currency trading is the complete course. So the simplified advanced currency trading, this is the sub course. So if you have like 100 content here, so you have like 50 or 40 content here, but there's a high probability that the moment you are done with this, you want to complete the complete course. So what the members or what the new people usually do is to send an email to the support, because you don't need to pay 113 and also pay 399. So they will need to subtract this 113 from this total amount of money, then they will send you a link for you to pay the remaining amount, so that you'll be able to have the access to this complete course. But this currency trading is a free course for anybody to join. It's supposed to show a different format, not if you guys be able to see the other things. Maybe it's because I've logged in before, so it's showing me I should log in. But apart from this, like, you guys just, it's supposed to show a different thing. Maybe it's because of the browser I'm using. Yeah, maybe it's because of the browser I'm using. It's supposed to show other things, the review and everything. Like, it's a whole lot, and what you will get in each of these courses. Maybe it's because I've logged in before, so it's showing me that I should log in, see login. But I believe if you guys should go to like the CBI community website and then click on advanced currency trading, or join our academy, or it will definitely take you back to the course platform, by which you will see how the platform is. So it's because I've logged in before with this browser, that's why it's showing me to log in, and it just showing me like the courses that we have. Just for any of you that want to be part of our Forex Academy, is our academic website, and about us, contact us, and privacy and FAQ, or just go around, read things, get yourself busy, know more about Forex Academy. So let's go back to the trade. This candle went up. It broke the high of this bullish candle, and then right now the candle wants to continue to come down to break the low of this bullish candle. That's why I said you don't need to do anything. If the market is going up, don't chase the market. Imagine as the market is going up now, like this is London open, and then there was volume in this, like in this candle. That this candle open with no wick at the bottom like this. This is a bullish candle. Let me change the color. So this candle open with no wick at the bottom, and then to you now say, oh, there is volume in the market since it's London section. You decided to open a position since you're anticipating the candle to keep going up, maybe to your resistance zone over here. So right now, what do you want to do right now? That the candle went up and then came back down to create a wick, and then it creates a lower wick. So right now, what do you want to do? And where will you put your stop loss? You put your stop loss beneath this bullish candle over here. Let's see. But for me, it's very important for you not to chase the market. Know what you want and know how you want it. And then the moment you're able to identify a structure, the moment you're able to identify that thing that your trading plan says that it is the right time for you to take a position before you can decide to take a position. Because you need to have a plan. Whatever thing that you're doing, you're working, you have a plan. You guys have projects. You guys every from Monday to Friday, you need to go to work, and you guys have things to do at work. It's the same thing with trading too. You have a plan. Your plan will guide you. It's not just all about you coming to the market anyhow you want it. You just open a position, you definitely lose your money. You keep depositing, and you keep losing it. So if you don't have a plan, be part of a Forex Academy, be part of a community, learn, ask question, have somebody for you to ask question. Because me, I didn't just start by watching YouTube video out. Yes, I understand. Like when I started, like I was kind of watching some free videos and everything, but at some point I had to pay somebody. I had to pay somebody to learn, and I devoted myself. I was learning. I have a question. I have somebody to ask a question, because it's very bad if you are doing something and then you don't understand something at some point. You don't even have anybody to ask. You don't have anybody around you. It's very bad. But the moment you have somebody with an experience, So you ask somebody, you ask question, then the person will answer you, because it will just make the whole thing to be like easier for you than you trying to figure out everything by yourself, which is going to take a very long time. Have somebody that you can reach out to, have a community, be part of a community, and then the moment you don't understand anything, then you have somebody to ask. You learn from each other. So for now, let's just be patient. Since this is London Open, we are anticipating for a volume to come to the market, for it to give us a strong bullish candle and for it to give us a strong bearish candle. Then the moment you're able to identify the other factors, I'm going to tell you guys it is the right time for us to take a position. Meanwhile, you know how much you are risking in a trade. Today is Tuesday, so let's be patient. So this 30 minutes candle is left with 9 minutes for this candle we close. The candle didn't break the low of this bullish candle, but it broke the high of this bullish candle over here. Let's be patient. The candle came back down to form a lower wick. So we don't know if this candle wants to continue to go up to fill this week and for it to break the high of this week over here, for it to continue to go up to get to this resistance zone over here. Let's just wait and see what the candle wants to do. Let's be patient. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This candle is left with 6 minutes before this 30 minutes candle will close. So at this moment, we are in a consolidation zone because of how this body of this candle, they are just printing side by side. So from this resistance zone down to the support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. Gonna take a video. Let's be patient. So since we are waiting, there is nothing that is happening at this moment. Since we are anticipating a very strong volume to come to the market, since this is London section, for the candle to break our resistance zone or for the candle to break our support zone, then with our other confirmation, I'm going to tell us if it's the right time for us to take a position or if it's the right time for us to chill. But just for those of you that know what you are doing, that you guys are part of our Forex Academy, that you went through all the courses and then you asked us questions and then we are guiding you through, and you can trade comfortably by yourself. So the moment you're able to identify that thing that you know very well that this is what you learned, then you can decide to open a position. So very soon, maybe in the next 3 minutes or 2 minutes thereabout, I'm going to head off. But still, I'm going to watch the market the moment I identify a structure, the moment that I see the thing that we are looking for, I'm going to take a position with the other confirmation. So let's just be patient. Right now, we don't have volume in the market since this is London open. So we are anticipating a strong bullish candle, a bearish candle to break our resistance zone or our support zone. Then the moment we identify the other factors, then we can decide to take a position. So let's just be patient. So it's for those of you that just joined, if you want to be part of our Forex Academy, you just need to go to our academic website, or you can come to Google like this. Just type CBS community. Then you see these are business profiles, like CBS Community Forex Academy and everything, which you will see our websites, our Instagram page, and you will see. So you can just click on it and you can join. So you go to our website, Then welcome to CBS community. Go through the website. If you want to be part of our Forex Academy, you can just click on join our academy, which it will take you to the course platform, by which you'll be able to see a lot of like reviews and like you see different stuff. The reason why mine is showing like this because I've logged in on Whoop already, so it just showing me for me to log in. But the moment you use your browser and you go to our Forex website, our Forex Academy website, then you'll be able to see everything. So, but meanwhile, this candle is left with almost like 30 seconds there about like, but I'm going to head off. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So, but you guys know what you're anticipating the market to give to us, the break of our resistance and the break of our support with the order confirmation, then you can decide to take a position. It's very important for you to know what you are looking for in the forex market. You see, right now, there is volume in the market. There is volume in the market right now. You see, that means this volume want to come and break this resistance, this support zone over here. But let's just be patient. All right, and so I'm going to head off right now. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So since there's volume in the market, let's know what we want and how we want it. All right, see you guys tomorrow. And then just know what you want and anticipate the market to give us our setup before we can decide to take a position. All right then. Bye for now, everyone.